I would say the Steel Series.
Steel Series, honestly.
Steel Series.
I'd definitely sit with the Steel Series.
By far.
Definitely the Steel Series.
If I had to pick one of these to pick up in game right now, it's going to be the Steel Series.
Gamers prefer our headsets. Find out why at steelseries.com.
So, thank you for tuning in again, guys. This is the Go Champions League match between Dignitas and Flipsid. It is, of course, the second map. It is Inferno. I am Dabu from Germany, and there are $30,000 up for grabs in this tournament. We have a lengthy league phase between two teams, and the top 6 of those teams will move on to the playoffs to battle it out for the $30,000. $15,000 will go to the first place, if I'm not mistaken. Sponsored by Twitch, Steel Series, and of course Streams Media, who are organizing the whole event. Thank you for tuning in once again. It is just a pleasure to cast those high-profile matches. We had a very close game in the first map between Flipsid and Dignitas, already a 16-13. And Dignitas are looking really good right now. They lost the opening 3 matches in the Go Champions League, but now they're making up. They already have won 3 games today. Maybe they can make it 4. And if they can make it 4, they can actually move forward in the league and get to the 3rd place. We currently have Virtus Pro sitting in first spot with 6 wins out of 6 maps. Property follows them with 5 wins out of 8 maps. Gamers 2 with 3 wins out of 5 maps. One of them has been against Dignitas. The second map is yet to be played between the 2 teams. Then Copenhagen Wolves with a fair share of 3 wins and 3 losses in 6 games. And of course Dignitas, the team that I just talked about, with 2 wins out of 5 matches. This one is their 6th match. And we will see them win or lose and see them move up to the 3rd spot or not. On the bottom of the scoreboard, or of the league, we have Hellraisers with 2 losses out of 2 games. Both of them have been against Dignitas, an 8-16 on Mirage and 13-16 on the second map, Cash. Then Panther follows Hellraisers on the second last spot with 2 losses out of 2 games, and Mousesports with 4 losses out of 4 games. So the Germans are at the bottom. Maybe they can do better in the upcoming matches of them. Mousesports lost against Copenhagen Wolves, an unexpected loss by them, and they lost against Property. Now let's see if Dignitas can actually make it their 4th win today in the Go Champions League. They are probably really happy with their performance so far, taking down the Hellraisers and winning the first map against Flipsid, and they win a flawless knife round. It's been quite a long time that I didn't see a flawless knife round. So Dignitas will stay on the CT side, of course. It is the easier side after all. And considering their perfect or almost perfect performance on Nuke on the CT side, they seem to have figured out how to play on the defense. Maybe Flipside have something to do about that on the terror side here on Inferno. They are starting off slow with 2 players on Banana, battling it out with AZ. MSL is on the B bomb side. Before that it was Kierby and Fetish, so there was a switch in Team Dignitas' lineup. And now the flash comes too late. Bondik already spotted himself the target. It was AZ, and a good shot will remove the defender from the B bomb site, forcing Dignitas to rotate 1 player to the B bomb site and weaken the A defenses at the same time. Now Flipside with 2 players on top of Banana, 3 in second mid basically, or 1 in mid and 2 in second mid. Eager to execute on the A bomb site, but Flipside says, okay, let's wait guys, wait, maybe we will get another frag out of that. We still have 50 seconds left on the clock, so no need to hurry up. We can keep the CTs on the smaller bomb site and fool them a little bit, but it looks like Flipside have fooled themselves. They have 4 players in Banana right now and 3 CTs over at the other side of the entrance Bondik still behind that card as the move comes in. Flipside will battle it out with the 3 CTs in the B bomb site. And they didn't find the opening frag as of yet. Now World Edit with the headshot, then gets killed by Pim. Straight away, Markelov and Bondik reply with 1 frag each. Kierba is the last man standing on the rotation. And look at how far he is away from the action. He can actually go and save his armor already. No use in trying to throw that away against 4 terrorists with that amount of time. It's not going to happen, not even if you're Kierba and not even if you're underage. Team Dignitas will lose the first round to Flipside, who are taking it 1-0 already. Courtesy of a good opening frag by Bondik, who caught AZ in that corner. And it was an unexpected move by the terrorists to send Bondik in without giving away too much information. Bondik was on the car already, on the taxi, and AZ just didn't get out of that anymore. First frag went to Flipside, then Bondik just kept harassing the B bomb site, and even though there were 3 CTs to defend it, Flipside was able to get out on top. Now it's the Danish squad, 3-man at the A bomb site. Reinforced pistols, of course. CZ75 in the hands of Kierba. If by any means Flipside walks into A apartments, it would be not the most intelligent move to play in an anti-eco against the CT side, as of course there is somebody sitting around in apartments with a CZ75 trying to take you out, and it would probably be easier to attack the A bomb site in a different sort of approach. But Flipside still take control of apartments without losing anyone. They force Kierba out already. Now Kierba is coming back though. He's coming into the apartments from Boiler Room, not spotting anyone as of yet. Flipside have figured out, well, we would rather give up that position. Now Kierba comes back and he gets a shot onto Simple. That's what I was talking about. Flipside with the refrag. However, World Edit is down to 1 HP already. World Edit gets killed by MSL CZ75. And once again, even though it's nerfed, the pistol shows its strength against those anti-eco rounds. AZ now with that AK in his hands. He uses it just as good as MSL did with the UMP, making it 1-1, losing only Kierba in the process. Team Dignitas winning the second round against Flipside, forcing the terrorists on a save already. And it looked so good for the Ukrainian squad at the beginning of this match, when they, against the odds, captured the B bomb site and won the first pistol round. Now they are back on the back foot, basically. Forced against the wall by Dignitas. Quick and easy frag by AZ, tagging Simple as well, trying to get even more frags. Kierba is down to 11 already. Let's see where he is. Kierba is in the pit. He's safe for now. The rest of the terrorists are trying to force the matter on the B bomb site, but they are forced away by AZ and MSL, who are doing a good job of spraying the smoke. Now Pim comes in with 1 and retreats into the deeper parts of the A bomb site. Nico takes over but eats a nade. And actually it didn't do any. What is this sound from? It must have been MSL or something. Nico though mops up the frag onto Blade. Simple is the last man standing in Boiler Room with the Tech 9. He goes for the headshot, but it was a little bit too far away. Nico with the scout. 2-1 Dignitas with an easy round on the back. And Flipside with the force buy, thanks to the bomb plant in the first round, they are able to force it up right now. Even though they purchased quite some equipment in the second one, they didn't go all in. So now they are back on a force buy. They can pressure the CTs for now. Dignitas though comes in with the pressure, smoking off the bottom part of Banana. MSL and AZ have a firm position over there. They established themselves, and Flipside has established positioning on the A bomb side. They have captured Carpet already, and they have captured A long at the same time, leaving World Edit behind to keep the CTs from rotating into middle. And Kierba now with the first frag, relieving some pressure, getting the better of the A apartments aggressor That was Markelov. Simple turning away just to get killed by MSL, and Kjaerbye with a second frag will make it a 2v4. Important round for Flipside, and Pimp will close out Blade to leave World Edit alone, and he gets closed out by Pimp. Good job by Dignitas. Very defensively played. They got themselves the frags and they fell back into their position, namely on the A bomb site, when they got themselves the information, and Kjaerbye got the first frag into apartments. It was looking good for the Dignitas squad from the beginning on, basically. Now Flipside on the save round, P250 and CZ75 for them. MSL with the first, MSL wielding the AWP in a double AWP setting together with Nico. And Nico on the A bomb side, MSL on the other one. The terrorists trying to make something happen with this very, very weak pistol buy. AZ though gets the better of Simple on the car already. The rest of this terrorist squad is lined up for the A execution, and they will run into the crossfire of the CTs. Pimp with a 3K spray down, accompanied by his teammates. Nico got a few bullets into every single one of them, but Pimp was mopping up the frags. 4-1. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 7 frags for Pimp, 3 of them in the previous round, 6 for MSL, and on the other side we have a mixture between 2 and 1 frags. Simple only has 0 and 4. So now it's time for Flipside to open up. They had the perfect chance to take down Nico with that AWP, but they missed those shots. And Nico got back into the deeper parts of Banana, accompanied by AZ right now, holds on against Blade and World Edit. At the same time, the terrorists just trying to harass the apartments, taking control of that part of the map. Will open up 2 doors to the A bomb site, actually. One into the pit from balcony and one into boiler room. From boiler room into A short. So Dignitas now need to figure out how to keep those 2 entrances shut on the terrorists. They try to smoke off middle, but Flipside have smoked off the CTs on their own account, so they are happy to take control of the middle part of the map. But Bondik needs to have the opener on A long. Team Dignitas with 4 people now on the A bomb site against the 4 terrorists that are coming their way. World Edit still holding on to the lower part of Banana, and MSL just guessing. Good boost there by Flipside. Look at that. Simple on top of that roof, but he's not able to find anyone. Nico disposes of Bondik. Simple with a frag finally, but World Edit and Blade quickly fall to the CTs, and MSL with a second frag will make it 5-1. It looks so easy for Dignitas, even though Flipside came up with a good idea to boost Simple up onto the roof in middle. It didn't actually help Flipside. Simple didn't spot anyone inside the bomb site, and he couldn't find anyone in pit until he had that frag. It was too late already. Dignitas disposed of his teammates, and it was all turning away from the Ukrainian squad. Now this forced by Flipside, Galil and AK for Simple and Bondik, Tech 9 for Markelov, and World Edit just picked up another weapon. The B execution is stalled for now. Nico takes out the chicken with the nade, and Flipside is forced away from the B bomb site again. They exploded onto Banana. They took down MSL, but then the smoke came just in time. Team Dignitas regained control of the B bomb site thanks to that smoke. But Simple removes Nico through the smoke on top of the car. The boost play by Simple actually pays off for the terrorist squad as AZ gets himself the headshot onto Simple. He tries to ring off another one. He gets himself the kill onto Bondik, making it a 2v3 and calling in for the CT's rotation. Pimp takes out Markelov from the CT spawn as World Edit disposes of AZ. The threat inside the spawn is still aware and still there. Pimp and Kjaerbye trying to move, and they will claw in World Edit. Kjaerbye pressured him and he ran into the crosshair of Pimp. Good team play by Dignitas, 6-1, and good play by AZ to retreat into the B bomb site, into quad over there, and he just held on to himself until he knew the terrorists didn't know that he was there. And he got himself 2 very important frags, slowing down the terrorists, allowing for his teammates to rotate. And of course, Team play and rotation is the key to success in CT and CSGO, of course. 4v4 now, thanks to a quick trade by MSL and World Edit. And Simple is really eager to get his stint on the game. Kjaerbye is, though, he's reinforcing the position. Kjaerbye down to 46 now, thanks to a spray by Simple, who already sprayed MSL down to 13 HP. Dignitas really needs to watch out. There are still a few Molotov, actually only one more Molotov in the hands of Markelov. And if it gets tossed at the right player, he might burn alive before he gets himself out of the flames. Flipside lining up the B execution. AZ is there, holding himself alone. Once again, it's AZ against the rest of the Flipside squad. And look at AZ pushing through the smoke, getting himself the first frag. Now he walks into World Edit's no scope. And then it's Pimp through the smoke, taking Bondik down to 33 HP. 3v3 situation. Dignitas on the retake. They need to wait for Kjaerbye, who's a little bit slow. But Pimp just said, okay, I will take it in my own hands. He takes down 2 and 3 actually. Single-handedly opening up the round for Dignitas and winning it on the retake with 3 really quick frags from Pool. Good play by Pimp to push in and kind of use the lack of positioning on the terrorist side and use the lack of information to get out on top of them. Really good play by Pimp. He used all the havoc that the terrorists themselves created against them. And Flipside are yet to pick up another round after the pistol. The Ukrainians are falling apart right now. 6 rounds between them and Team Dignitas. Of course, it is a CT-sided map, but looking at the performance on Nuke, Team Dignitas are looking really, really good right now. Nico and Pimp had exchanged weapons at the start of the round. Pimp obviously got the better spawn, so he decided to check out middle real quick, and then they switched back so Nico can have his scope back, and he rightfully claimed his scope as he claims the kill onto Markelov as well. 4v5 opening up the round is Dignitas. Pimp now with a quick spray onto Simple, removing one of the stronger players on Flipside, even though he didn't do his job on Nuke, and he kind of had a hard time in the opener of Inferno. Simple is still one of the talented guys in a very talented squad of Flipside, but he's taken out and now his teammates need to make it work. They are dancing around in the smoke. Look at Pimp coming out on the back of his team, of his enemies, taking out Bondik and Blade with straight headshots. Now World Edit is the last man standing, and he will be taken care of by Kjaerbye. Once again, Pimp with a 3k round, feeling at home on Inferno. Good performance by him. This time it was in a rifle round, and way more important frags than the round before when he just sprayed into middle against an anti-eco. This time it actually was worth something, and it was worth a really important round for the CTs. Their money is getting out of control for Flipside. They don't know what to do against the terrorists, against the CTs, and the Ukrainian squad needs somebody to step it up, massively step it up, and then drag his team along with them. Win 4 or 5 rounds, it would be enough on the terrorist side, of course. Maybe even 3 would be enough for Flipside, just to have something to work with in the second half. But like that, they are losing World Edit. They are trying to attack on every bomb site at the same time, and it's just not working out for them. The headshots don't go their way. And it's, of course, sad for Flipside, but good for Dignitas. They are just on point today. They knew they had 4 games and they knew where to be. They had everything sorted out. Pimp now with a frag as AZ took down 2 in Banana. AZ will have himself the 3rd frag of the round, 9-1. Now, AWP for World Edit. Is this the time to shine? Is he the guy to turn it into Flipside's favor? Or will Pimp actually once again with that AWP? He got the best spawn, so he's sent forward into middle. But there's nobody around anymore. Well, there is somebody coming his way. World Edit, though, takes out MSL in Banana, and the terrorists are in control of Banana for now. They only have AZ to work against, as Pimp once again exchanging the AWP with Nico. Pimp once again was a very accomplished AWP player at the early stages of CSGO, but now look at his rifling straight on the head of Simple, not leaving him a slither of a chance to come back with a bullet. 4v4 thanks to Pimp. Now it's Kjaerbye to close out World on a long, and once again the lack of team play keeps Flipsid from getting those trade frags, to get the refrags, to keep themselves inside this round. Now they need to hang on to this individual performance, and at the moment it's Blade with that headshot, but Kjaerbye comes out on top of him. Pimp takes out one as well, retreats into the deeper sides, but he goes down to Bondik. Still 1v2 situation, Kjaerbye with the CZ75, and he will eventually kill Bondik. It looked a little bit desperate at the end, but a 3k for Kjaerbye. Now we had one round with a 3k for Pimp, then we had a 3k for AZ in the anti-eco, now we had a 3k for Kjaerbye. Team Dignitas has random people step up every single round. Even though it is individual performances that keep them afloat right now, Flipside lack that performance right now. They don't have that edge. They don't have somebody to step up and randomly pick them apart on the CT side. As World Edit loses his life against Nico on the B bomb side. Nico is down to 4 HP, but that doesn't actually help Flipside at all. Nico has an AWP, he can hide away in the darkest, deepest, smallest spot possible. And at the moment he's doing that in the B bomb site, only exposing his head, making it really hard for him to be killed. And leaving Flipside something to chew on. Blade on top of Banana, the rest of the squad on the verge of the A execution. Simple will walk in. He's heard the nade, hates somebody, and it was MSL who gets taken out straight away. Pimp though with the refrag onto Bondik. It's a 2-and-1 split for the terrorist. Markelov though gets the kill onto Pimp. And now he needs to take control of the A bomb site almost single-handedly. But he just keeps faking it with a Molotov into pit and a smoke to smoke off the A bomb site. Drag the CTs into the A bomb site a little bit. AZ had to go there to check it out, and now allows his teammates to take control of the B bomb site. Blade with the opening frag, and it's AZ and Kjaerbye on the rotation. AZ is already in the smoke. Simple just put down the bomb. Markelov goes down to Kjaerbye. Simple with a headshot, much needed kill for the terrorist, but it's a 1v2. Kjaerbye has enough money and he will go for that, no question. Maybe picked up the wrong weapon on the way to the bomb site, but he had no time to reload, and he would just mop up that frag with a CZ75 against Simple. Blade is in the construction site already, and Blade is playing it perfectly, not playing it against Kjaerbye, but letting Kjaerbye play against the time, and it is a transcendent player or transcendent factor to play against. And of course Kjaerbye loses that battle against the time. Blade with that frag in the last second just before the bomb blew up. But Flipside with the second round on the board. A really hard worked for round for the Flipside Tactics team. And there is not much of a reward. They are rewarded with 3 Galils. Who wants 3 Galils after he won a round? Blade certainly not, as he drops an AK for his teammate. Well, that it picks that up. Of course he didn't drop it voluntarily, but Pimp made him drop that rifle. With that AWP setup, Dignitas with a quick spawn, they hand the AWP to the quick spawn. They always have Pimp open up on middle, depending on the spawn of course, but the reward for Flipside was rather slim. Dignitas still have enough rifles and enough money to buy up at least one more, I believe. So Flipside still has to work for the next round. And look at Nico and Pimp getting those early frags. World Edit and Bondik left alone against the rest of the CT squad. Bondik gets flamed, he gets shot at, and he gets himself the kill with the Glock, then gets team killed by World Edit. What is this? World Edit though pulls it back with a shot onto Pimp, makes it a 1v1, but it could have been a 2v1 in favor of the terrorists. Now World Edit in the smoke, and AZ is creeping forward, getting the kill, making it 11-2. Just like Hellraisers, with Angel saving the day for Dignitas with a team kill onto Moo in the anti-eco round. Flipside now had a team kill to save the day for Dignitas, and the Danes say thank you, turn away and take the round into their own favor. 11-2, massive scoreline for the CTs. Flipside with the win and the lose have reset the loser bonus, and they were not able to string together 2 or 3 rounds, so they are back to a save, and Dignitas will probably make it 12-2. Now there's Pimp with 2, Kjaerbye with 1, with 2 as well. Pimp and Kjaerbye seem to really click on the A bomb side. They're working together in great fashion. At the same time, AZ and MSL didn't allow Flipside to enter the B bomb side too easily either. They at least got the information or slowed down the opposition as much as possible. So Team Dignitas with the perfect lineup basically. Nico gets the shots with the AWP. The 2 A defenders are working together really good. The 2 B defenders working together really good. There's not much to ask for in favor of Dignitas, but maybe Pimp put a strain on his luck with that aggressive push into second mid from apartments. He got taken out, and the AWP is now up for grabs for the terrorist squad. Flipside with that frag courtesy of Simple. Now Simple will drop that AK and take that AWP, or maybe not, as Markelov gets killed by Kjaerbye in apartments. Dignitas knew that that rifle was up for grabs, and they retrieved it before the terrorists could. And at the same time, they got themselves a frag as well. So sometimes a supposedly weak spot by the CTs gets turned into a strong spot by them just by abusing the mind game. They were definitely aware of the fact that Flipside won that rifle, and Dignitas abused that fact into their own favor. Flipside though, now on the Yay build-up, they somehow decided to pull back out again and leave Blade over there. So they worked together to put him there, and now Blade is left on the A bomb site to wreak some havoc, as the rest of his squad will open up on the B bomb site. They have spotted one on top of the cable, but AZ and MSL once again, 1 frag for each player, 9 seconds on the clock. Simple needs to plant the bomb. Still, MSL is smoked off, so Simple gets through with that idea of planting the C4 in the smoke. Was good, and of course much needed for Flipside to stay alive in this round, but Nico does not allow Blade to stay alive any longer, and Kjaerbye comes in from behind to take out Simple, or rather from the side. Team Dignitas with another round on the board will make it 13-2 against the Ukrainian squad. And one of the factors was of course AZ and MSL once again getting that frag once each, 1 for each, and MSL even stayed alive. And that is a B defense that you can rewatch, and you can try to do the same that those 2 players did. You could of course argue that Flipside's B attack wasn't the strongest. They almost always sent in 3 players only, and it was quite easy for MSL and AZ to get those frags, but well, that's just circumstances that favor the terrorists or the CT sometimes. Now look at that 5-man push into the A bomb side. There is Kjaerbye with the first, AZ with another one on the terrorist side. They're just on fire right now. Blade and Bondik fall down 3v5. The CTs with a 3-man stack on the B bomb side. They put all their eggs in one basket, and it got scattered on the way to the A bomb side by Team Dignitas. World Edit with a headshot onto MSL though. They are not giving up yet. At least World Edit is not giving up. The rest of his squad are already on the rotation to B, and they're trying to save the economy, or the little they have. The few nades that Flipside still have. They want to take it to the next round and use it to keep Dignitas from reaching match point. But what a good entry by AZ and Kjaerbye. Sometimes 2 frags is all you need. And that was one of those rounds. Flipside now in a desperate attempt to keep Dignitas from reaching match point with a UMP, MSL and AZ. Oh, actually a P90 as well. So if he had an MP7 or Uzi or something like that in there, I wouldn't actually wonder. But Dignitas goes for the funny weapon choices. They expect Flipsid to go for the forced buy and do everything they possibly can to keep Dignitas from winning it. And the terrorists decided to go for the equipment rather than the rifling. Especially Nico still saving, but they know they have time. They don't need to rush things. They can of course close it out right here, right now. But if they waste this first chance to win the game, it's nothing to worry about for Dignitas. They can still make it, and that's why Nico is going for the Tech 9 only. He's saving up for the AWP. He expects that game to go a little longer. Maybe than Flipsid expects. Or maybe even I. We will see. Simple with the deagle, together with two teammates on the B-bomb side. They are opening up, but the terrorists are falling apart. Well, Edit and Markelov are there now. Simple rings in a few shots as well. It's Pimp all alone. And this time, Flipside stack paid off against a way harder opposition in the first buy round for the terrorists. Flipside back on track, but they are not out of the thick of things. If one slip and they would fall. So the Ukrainians are aware of that. They go for the best rifles that they can actually purchase. Max 7 for Bondik, AK for Simple, Markelov with an M4A1, UMP and FAMAS for World Edit and Blade. And of course 2 of those rifles have been saved by Flipside in the previous round. Dignitas on another B execution. Markelov has it covered though. He gets 2 frags. Simple with 1 as well. And now Simple is taken out by the shotgun of Pimp. World Edit with the UMP working in construction site. They have it under control. They are pushing in. They are not letting the terrorists plant the bomb, or they just try to keep them from planting it. Now Bondik in a risky fight with the Max 7 against that AK. As Blade blows up Pimp, everything is opened up. And Kiabai knows that Blade will come for him. No trouble for Blade though to take him out and make it 14-4. Flipside staying alive to fight another day in this best of 2 series. Of course, the first map went in favor of Dignitas with... I actually forgot the scoreline of Nuke. Give me a second. 16-13. It was really close, and Dignitas had a good comeback. They were down 12-3 in the first half, and they made it back to a 16-13 win. So you can see what a CT side is able to do. Flipside can definitely do the same to Dignitas, maybe even on Inferno. Nico with the Max 7 still fighting it out in pit. He got himself 2 frags, but he's flanked and taken out by Simple. 14-5. Flipside with the with the following rounds to the second round upset. Now back in the game, but Dignitas, of course, with the AKs right now. The first real rifle round coming up between the 2 teams in the second half. World Edit with the AWP, and he was considering to go for the fast shot into middle, but he didn't want to risk his AWP just yet. Waiting for somebody to make a push into middle. Team Dignitas, however, have 2 players in second mid and apartments, 2 or maybe even 3 in banana. It is Nico to just hang back in the underpass and wait for the CTs. But there's nobody around just yet. Dignitas trying to go for the basic build-up. There is nothing coming out of that. The 1 minute timer is getting closer and closer, so they decide to commit to the A-bomb site with 4 players against the Flipside opposition. Kiabai will open up with a smoke from boiler room, and now they know that there's somebody on the far side of A, but that's information that they more or less could have guessed already. Flipside juggle their players around. They exchange World Edit, who's now in control of A long, and he gets himself the frag onto MSL. Now the CTs expect somebody to make a move on the B-bomb, but it's only AZ. So Flipside could actually be caught off guard by Kierby and company. Pimp needs to find a frag if he exits the apartments, but Bondik with a perfect position to take care of that. Good angle by him. The CT seem to have it figured out on the A bomb side at least, as Kierby finally gets himself a frag. Now it's Blade to chime in. Blade with the first headshot. Kierby has him under pressure. Nico takes him out. It's 8 seconds on the clock. Well, that it removes AZ, but the bomb gets planted. Now it's Nico against 3 CTs. He gets himself the first one onto World Edit, and now he's pushed from both directions. He doesn't actually know where Markelov is at, and he was quickly turning around trying to find where the shots were fired from, but it didn't happen. The silencer paid off, and Flipside will win the first rifle round in the second half, 14-6. The bomb plant, however, allows the terrorists to buy up and actually go for the AWP. But look at the range of nades. They have 1 smoke and 3 flashes to work with. Let's see what Dignitas are planning to do with that amount of equipment. They can definitely not play around too fast either, because they don't have enough flash grenades. So they've used 2 of them already, trying to get in control of middle and banana. And now they try to figure out something and somewhere to go. Kierby still has that smoke. It's going to be a magic smoke that needs to make it happen for Team Dignitas. I don't know what they are planning to do with that one smoke. Maybe smoke of the bomb plant. That's one idea that I can come up with. Smoke of the bomb plant. Just plant in the smoke, go for the money, and then try to just hold off the CTs and go for the entry frags. The bomb is spotted on the A bomb side now. The CTs can rotate over as Nico takes out World Edit. It's back to a 4v4. The terrorists in control of middle. With that limited range of nades, they still at least got themselves the 1-for-1 trade. Now it's up to Bondik, and he sees the elbow. He shoots in the head of Nico. Makes it a 4v3. AZ and company have wasted their smoke already, and I don't even know where they have thrown it at. I think it was long. Should have been long, yeah. But they line up perfectly for Bondik, and Blade with 1 frag as well. Now Flipside have those players step up. 3 frags for Bondik in this round. Slowly but surely, Flipside is getting closer and closer. Look at Pimp with 25 frags. With only 21 rounds played. 19 for Kierby. On the other side, we have 15 for World Edit, and Simple, despite his not so good performance in the opening few rounds, he's now on 10 frags, sitting in the second spot. Dignitas with that Tech 9 play, they try to force it on the B bomb side. They already revealed their plans to the CTs, who are smoking and flashing and nading and incendiary nading them off, and just tossing all the equipment they have at them. And Simple and World Edit will mop up a few frags. Simple with 2, World Edit with 1. Pimp just stumbles upon Simple, takes him out. Kierby with a smoke shot onto Blade. Suddenly it's a 2v2 situation. Kierby with 44 HP with the armor. Pimp with a rifle, and Pimp gets a kill onto Bondik. Pimp with a second onto World Edit. 3 frags for Pimp. Team Dignitas in match point position. Suddenly, in a Tech 9 round, a simple B execution by Team Dignitas rewards them with 8 match points against Flipside. They had the same amount against Hellraisers already, and they only needed 2 to close out the game. Flipside with 2 FAMASes and an AWP for World Edit, but of course Team Dignitas have everything they want right now. They got themselves into the head of their opponents, as well as the economy on top of that. Kierby now takes out Simple. He wasn't actually aware of the frag. He just kept spraying into the position, making it a 4v4 now. Markelov needs to chime in with a few frags of his FAMAS. He's getting pushed already. The nade was wasting too much time. He couldn't get his rifle out in time. 3v4. AZ with a headshot. AZ with a bomb plant as well. And the CTs all over the place. They send in 1 from Banana. He will fight it out with Nico. The rest of the squad is just hiding away in dark and in quad. And AZ is there with a quick headshot there. Look at that, World Edit straightly taken out by AZ. And another refrag by AZ will make it 16-7, 28 frags for Pim. And another win for Dignitas. 4 maps, 4 wins in the Go Champions League. Congratulations to the Danes. They are moving to the at least 4th or 5th spot in the league, maybe even the 3rd. So I thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm the B from Germany, and this was the Go Champions League games for today. Dignitas took down everybody else.